Well, hello, I'm Liz Cortez. I didn't say that downstairs. I didn't say my husband and I, we own RebelFish Local. We're a marketing agency, and we're out here in Point Loma. So I'm glad that you guys showed up here today. I hear sometimes in San Diego, you sign up for events or pay for them, and then you don't show up. So way to go for showing up. I show up to whatever I sign up for. Are you guys like that too? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Awesome. So I want to know, just kind of to see who is inside this room, how many of you guys currently right now have a website? Okay, great. And then how many of you guys are working on getting some more clients? 3. And you guys are kind of thinking more like, I want to be getting into something, or you're just kind of percolating still? Okay, so just to give me an idea of what types of businesses are in here, maybe a few of you can share kind of what your ideas, what field you want to be getting into, or what you're currently doing right now. So who wants to go first?
I can start.
Awesome.
My name is Simone da Silva. I'm from Brazil. Have been away from Brazil for 10 years, work with Royal Caribbean on board of the biggest ship in the world for 5 years. Right now, currently, I work with luxury retail for Louis Vuitton, has been 5 years. And I am in my stage to open my own business with luxury travel.
Awesome. Would someone else like to share what you do? What about you, John? Sure. Hi, come on in.
Is this okay?
Yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
Watch out for this cord here. Yeah, grab a spot and you guys can just set up a chair wherever. You can grab these chairs too. I know we didn't get very much of a little break. I was just getting a feel of who's here inside the room. They're just sharing a few people about what their business is or what their business idea is, so I can kind of tailor the talk to you guys. What about you, John?
Yeah, so currently I work for a nonprofit communications department. I'm a bit of a serial entrepreneur. I started a couple of different marketing firms, I guess. I'm currently looking, and I'm here with my wife, so we want to start a swimwear line.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Excellent. So you guys divert and conquer? What is it?
So
Divide and conquer? Cool. Awesome. Men's or swimsuits, women's, both?
Luxury women's.
Luxury. Oh, great. There was a Shark Tank episode. Did you see that one with the swim line? I think check it out. Or was it Shark? It might have been The Prophet. I don't know. We like both of those. But who else? One more person want to share what you do and what your industry is? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I work for Prana. I'm a web development manager there. So we work with higher end athletic wear, swimwear included. But aside from that, I have my own company on the side. We do a lot of web marketing, websites and all that. So my purpose in being here, not necessarily, I don't need any more clients necessarily because I have a full-time job, but I'm helping our clients reach out more in their marketing efforts, and so online, so that's why I'm here for them.
Awesome. I like that. And you really wanted to share. Do you want to?
I have a nonprofit, but I kind of invent things, and what I would like to do is be I like to invent a lot of things, and so I'd like to, for my own time, I'd like to go into different companies and invent things for them.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So inventing like everything.
I have 30
so processes.
inventions.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's really cool.
And I dream
So in patents and everything? Really? Yeah. Oh, you would probably love chatting with my dad. My dad is an inventor also.
I want to go into companies, see what they have, and invent new things for them.
Oh, so you have all this wisdom. How cool.
Like R&D?
I don't know what it's called. I just want to have a company doing that.
Excellent.
But I have a nonprofit for homeless youth. And why I came to classes because right now I wasn't reaching out, but we're 501c3 now, and I want to open homeless shelters all over the United States. So I want to learn how to get out there. I'm doing the fundraising class. Get out there and bring more people in to participate so that we can really get this moving. And I'm working on that now.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad we've got kind of a diverse group here, and a lot of marketers, website developers, stuff like that. And You guys are in the right spot. We're not just talking about clients. We're talking about how to get higher paying customers. And there was no doctors in here, so I guess I'll leave out the patients. Normally, with our agency, we work a lot with dentists, getting dentists to have more patients come in. And what I'll be talking about today is 3 essential strategies to get higher paying clients. Now, all 3 of these strategies, they are going to make a big difference for you. And if I had a whiteboard, I'd write them down. But the first one I'm going to be talking about today is increasing your confidence. So I don't really talk to woo-woo or whatever. I'm like strength strategies. I like to get in, technical stuff, get in. But as I look at what allowed us to grow our agency and double it, we've doubled it every year. This year we're on track to double it again, which as you grow in your business, it gets a little scary when you're like, whoa, like double it, like actually say that number out loud, and it's totally happening, and I look back to 2017 and what did we change to double last year, which looking at that number, I'm like, how did that happen? And how do we get higher paying clients? And a lot of it was our confidence. So one thing, you guys can write this down. I'm going to show you this video, but there's this video on YouTube. It's by Dan Sullivan, and it is called How to Always Increase Your Confidence. And you'll be surprised. Like I thought, people are confident just naturally, but that's not actually true. He goes over the 4 C's, and one is confidence, another one is courage. And that's what I saw is that as I was moving into different areas, like you, I wanted to understand more about social media or understand more about SEO, because my husband does the SEO website stuff. He's brilliant with that. I want to build up my confidence, so I started learning. And so this video is a video that our business coach shared with us, and it just made a big difference. So I definitely recommend you guys go and check that out. And when you're increasing your confidence, you got to know your numbers. I started downstairs by asking you guys, some different questions. Like, do you know how many people are coming to your website on a monthly basis? So that's a huge question to know. Do you know how much customers you're seeing on a monthly basis, or how many are purchasing from your website? The sell those swimsuits, how many are coming in? And then knowing how much are they spending on a yearly basis with your company. And you need to know that for your own business, but like you work with other clients. So you need to know what the lifetime value, what their monthly income is coming from their clients, what's going on over there. So you need to know both. You need to know yours, but if you're B2B like we are too, you need to know them over there. And when you understand, like for us this past year, even though we've been working with a lot of dentist practices over the past 3 years, I didn't really know how much an average patient was spending. I knew that they needed to do marketing and what we did could really make a difference for them, but I didn't know what those numbers were. So this past year, when I did the research and also asked our clients to see if it was right, then I started seeing, oh, well, you're under the standard. Oh, no wonder your practice, you're nervous about paying your staff. You need to grow more here. And so when you understand that, for me, it gave me a lot of confidence to say, hey, yeah, we charge these prices and we can help you get this because we helped other people get it. So I don't know if that resonates with any of you guys here, but what are some other things that have helped you build your confidence when it comes to understanding marketing or building your business? How a couple people can share. Yes. What is your name?
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Asking for testimonials and getting the client perspective of what you provide.
Yes. Oh, I love that one. We're actually going to be talking about that a little bit later. I love that subject. What about anyone else? Have an idea? What's worked for you? What is something that you've done in your business to build up your confidence in what you have to offer or what you're marketing online? What's something that's helped you out?
I think it's structured.
Structure.
Having a flow of information and the client kind of click through.
Okay. Yeah, knowing that whole process. Excellent. So I want you to just write down a note right now if you're taking notes. Just think about those questions. Remember, the questions that you want to know and understand is how many website visitors are coming to your website? How many clients or customers are you working with on a monthly basis? How much are they spending with you on a yearly basis? And then to understand, the fourth one is your the understanding the lifetime value of your customer. Here in San Diego, if you are from San Diego, typically lifetime value is 5 years because people move. And you may be working with customers longer, especially if you're in a smaller town, it's about 10 years, but here in San Diego, about 5 years. And I know we have some national brands that are represented here, and so I don't know what you guys' lifetime value is. Does anyone know those stats off the top of your head for like a national brand? No, I don't know that. I'll have to look into that. But
mine's an e-commerce store.
So, okay.
Yeah, we do have clients all over the world, but we've only been in business for about a year and a half. So I wouldn't be able to tell you. Most of them are still clients.
Right, and that's something that brings up a good point. Like as you are growing in your business, then you can help figure out those numbers, or talking to people that are in your industry. Figuring that out is really, I feel like that gives me confidence because I know I can like name those off, and I don't know, that's good. So that's the first point. If you want to learn more about what I shared, kind of went through things quick, and if you didn't grasp all of it, I actually did a Facebook Live video yesterday, and I spent 20 minutes on this topic and like showed stuff and everything. So you can go watch my Facebook Live video. It's on RebelFish Local Facebook page if you guys use Facebook. I shared it on LinkedIn as well, and it's over there. So if you want to go check that out, you can go there. So point number 2, the strategy number 2, it is how to get more higher paying clients, is you need to retarget the visitors that come to your website. So this is where we're getting technical. So hopefully you had your coffee. If you didn't have it yet, we got our own coffee back there from Starbucks. So go grab some. You're totally cool. Feel free to get up, get what you need. We're more relaxed, I think, class in here and workshop. But yeah, go grab your coffee. Yes. Oh yeah, go grab them. Go grab them. Awesome, awesome. So retargeting. Now, when I say retargeting, does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say retargeting? Yes, what is it?
It means that your banners or anything digitally is seen multiple times across multiple websites.
Right. So like you go to Amazon and you are looking for a size 8.5 stiletto, Louis Vuitton, and then you go to Facebook and the shoes are following you everywhere you go online. That's one version of retargeting. And retargeting can make such a big difference. And traffic to your website is what I think all of us want, right? And now I know some people here don't have websites, so maybe it's traffic to your Facebook page. I know that we talked about that this morning when I met you downstairs. She doesn't have a website yet, but I said, if you're just getting started, you don't need a website. You can maybe start off with a Facebook page. You can retarget on Facebook. So when it comes to traffic, you might think, okay, well, what are you talking about traffic? Now, there's a difference between kind of 2 main types of traffic. There's PPC. If you heard of that, Google ads. Those are the ads that show up when you Google something, and then it is either at the top or the side of your browser. Those are Google PPC. And then another type of advertising is called digital display advertising. So since you guys are in e-commerce, a lot of y'all that are here, this is what is amazing for you. And why it is so important to understand the difference between these is because a lot of smaller businesses aren't using these strategies because they tend to be really expensive. I know for some of our dental clients that we work with, for like dental implants, could be $40 to $50 a click. So that can be really expensive if you don't have a budget for that type of advertising. However, when you're doing digital display advertising, it is not based on clicks. Like, you're not paying to get someone to click. You're paying for impressions. So that means that the photo, your image, that graphic that you're trying to get people to go back to your website shows up, and it's just an impression. It just pops up on your screen. You know what I'm talking about, like when you're on like Fox News and you see there's little ads, and sometimes they're a little annoying, or you see the same one over and over, right? You guys all know what I'm talking about? Does anyone not understand what I'm talking about? It's okay. It's okay. Okay, good. Everyone's got it. Yeah. Well, I guess I do have a computer here. We could actually do an example. Let me grab that. Let's go to... Oh. Good. You were right. You were nervous about that. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, good call, guys. Let's see. I guess we go to Fox News. I don't know what's going to show up. I like this interactive stuff. Oh, man. Let's see. All kinds of stuff shows up. Let's find one. Okay, there we go. Well, I don't know if we can turn it around. Can you guys see it? Yeah. Right up there?
Oh, yeah.
Get weather, city or zip code.
Do you want me to hold that for you?
I'll just hold it for a second, and then I'll be done with it. Over there, those are ads. Look, big 24-hour give back, Wednesday, February 28th. Do you guys see those examples? So those change. You can also do them for videos. There's another one down here. Okay. Clothing Monster. There we go. Cool. So those are kind of examples of what I'm talking about when I say digital display advertising. So right now, and the first time in history, businesses are spending more money with online advertising than television advertising right now. So things are shifting. And it's becoming a lot more affordable for small business owners to get a piece of that pie. Because before, you would be hiring an advertising agency. They normally wouldn't work with you unless you had at least $1,500 per month to spend in ads. So that's just what you're giving to the advertising channel platforms and everything. $1,500. Then you had to pay them $500 to manage your ads. So now you're at $2,000 you're spending. Then, you have to get the ads designed. So an ad for example, digital display advertising, you need 23 different sizes of ads. So if you've ever paid for a graphic to be made, you could be spending $300 to $500 per ad. That's why small businesses never were doing this type of marketing, because it's just way too expensive. You can't really afford it. And then, you don't want to have banner blindness. So that means, when you drive on the interstate and you see the same sign over and over, and then it's still there, but you don't see it anymore. That's what I'm talking about. That happens online too. And so for you to not have that happen, then you have to recreate more ads that look different so that your viewers don't get blind to what you're advertising. So you can see how typically was very expensive, and it didn't work for small businesses because you just couldn't keep up with that. Now, has anyone here done this type of advertising before? Any digital display, Facebook ads? Yeah, you done some? Which ones have you done? PPC?
Both. Yeah, PPC and also social media.
Cool. So which platforms of social media have you done?
Primarily, and then some on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Oh, great. Yeah, not many people do LinkedIn advertising, but it's a great place to be, especially for B2B businesses. So that's cool. And you've done some?
A lot of pay-per-click.
Okay, great. So if you have pay-per-click questions, you should ask him then. We're not really talking much about pay-per-click. So you can agree that it can be kind of pricey, right?
It was big budget. It was $10,000 a month.
Yeah, $10,000.
But it always doubled what it made.
Right.
But it was expensive.
Right, absolutely. Same thing with Facebook ads. I mean, when you get things dialed in, you could be spending a lot to figure things out, but once you figure out, then the goal is definitely to double. And what you do at first is you want to just break even, right? That's the first goal. But if you're an agency and you've been doing PPC for a long time, then you know the strategies, you know what works, especially if you're working with that same kind of niche industry over and over, you know what works. And you've done some advertising also?
Yeah, just a little bit through Google AdWords and Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So no one has done any digital display. That is actually what typically I get when I do talks. No one has done that before. Yes?
So Google AdWords offered me the ability to pay per click or pay per impression.
Right.
So is that pay per impression? Is that the same
Pay
thing?
per impression. Right. So the Google network is part of Display Ad Network as well.
Okay.
So they're part of both of them. And so now when it comes to ads, you can do video ads. You can do linking ads. like not like that quick. Actually, you want to just like blink for 4 seconds and then blink to something else. So like the button changes just so that you can like catch your eye and it catches you. Or like PPC, most of the time it's, you know, just the text that's there. That's typically what a lot of people are doing. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ad networks that are out there.
Okay.
Yeah. So now when it comes to getting traffic to your website, there's 3 main ways that you get traffic to your website. And if you want higher paying clients, you need people to find you. Referrals, you need people to come. But eventually you'll be out of your friends, your family. Once you scale up to a certain spot, there's only so many networking groups you can go to. And it's time to attract more ideal clients from other places, and the internet is great for it. So the 3 main areas, I've talked about a couple of them. So we talked about PPC already. Then there's digital display, and then there's SEO. Okay? And when I say SEO, does everyone understand kind of what that means? Search engine optimization? It's okay if you don't, I'll explain it. Everyone got it? Everyone got it? Okay, excellent. So long term, SEO takes the longest to build up. That's could be a 9-month strategy. And it's pretty expensive. On average, you're gonna be spending $1,000, $1,500 per month for a SEO strategy. What did you say? Do you guys do SEO stuff with your clients? Oh yeah. You could even spend a lot more than that depending on how complex the strategy is, right? Did you guys do it too with your firm?
$20,000 a month.
Yeah, 20. So you work with large clients. What kind of clients like?
This is my past business. We were a manufacturer.
Okay.
For the public. So.
Right. So $20,000 per month. So you can see why small businesses aren't really doing that as much, because it's like, I don't have $20,000 per month to spend on this strategy. And that's, you can't just only do one strategy, you need to do multiple ones. Then same thing with PPC, like for our dental client, it could be $40 a click. Oh, do you have a question?
Yeah, why does SEO take so long? Or why, like, what's the cause for that?
Good question. It just takes forever. You have to, like there's on-page SEO and off-page SEO. And if my husband was here, he is the one that's the king about this. Right. So there's on-page and there's off-page, and you need to be doing both of them. And so like when you get a website designed, I'd hope that whoever you choose to work with, or maybe hire someone after they design the website, that they structure a website properly so the on-page SEO is done properly. And then you have to continue to keep building more keywords that point back to your website. You need to continue to keep building relationships where links come from other websites, and then they point back to yours. It's called backlinks. So there's this whole strategy. Last week, we spoke at Saddleback Church, my husband and I. There was a digital makers conference. It was for creatives and business owners. Oh, you heard about it? Did you see us over there? Online? No, they did it online. There was like 100 people in the room, and then 350 people online that watched. There are some videos that are being edited. They had about 6 cameras all around the room. It was a pretty cool setup. So if you want to learn more about SEO strategies, you'll just have to connect with me, like on LinkedIn, I'm Liz Cortez, or on social media at RebelFish Local, and I can get you guys those links if you want to learn more about those strategies. But we shared 3 different SEO strategies on how to boost and get more SEO value. So we talked about podcasting, blogging, and video. So we have 3 in-depth strategies for there. So if that's what you want, then you can connect with me later on.
And so that's basically why it takes so long. You're building something.
It's a lot of content. Right, you got it. And it can be expensive. So we talked about, okay, SEO, long-term, it's a lot of work in building the content. In these days, like having a corporate brand, even corporate brands are kind of making things more personal. And so you getting on Facebook Live or doing Insta stories like I just did before here, those are big parts that kind of keep you in front of your people, your following. So things are changing, but with digital display advertising, it allows you to be able to be branded. And so people keep seeing your logo, maybe they see you, maybe they see what you do, and it gets them to come back to your website. So on average, when someone comes to your website, 96% of people leave your website without calling you, without opting into your free gift, without communicating with you at all. So that can be frustrating if you are doing marketing and then they just leave and they disappear and they go onto someone else's website, or they find what they're looking for somewhere else. So have you guys had that experience where they just leave? Have you noticed
Pretty
it?
good bounce rate, actually.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we have about 3% bounce rate on most of our clients. And
Excellent.
Prana does, they have a pretty good stay rating, but we spend a lot on, and with Prana, they spend a lot of money in advertisement. I mean, upwards in the millions, but the return though is.
Right, like what he was saying. Yeah, it's sometimes double return. Yeah. Now, what about those of you who have websites? Do you guys kind of tracking your numbers on which pages people are going to, or if there's a specific blog post that's really popular? Yes, you've been doing it? No, not yet.
No.
Back here, yes. You are?
Google Analytics helps.
Google Analytics, yes.
Stat Counter is another tracking.
Stat Counter, okay.
That kind of digs deeper. You can see visitors go from one page to what page and how long they stayed on it.
Right.
It gives you an opportunity to see what's working or not.
Is Stat Counter a website?
StatCounter.com is another tracking option.
Okay, so when it comes to digital display advertising, there's two types of ads that you're typically doing. One is called remarketing ads, and the other is cold ads. So remarketing, what we're able to do, so let's say on average, these are national averages, I didn't come up with this, you can Google it and find the stat, but when those people leave, how do you get 100% of those people to potentially come back? They didn't opt in, they didn't call you, they just came to your website. Do you guys know? Does anyone know? No. It's through remarketing. So when someone comes to your website, you can put a code on your website. And I'm sure you guys have been noticing here lately about this past month, things changed where there's like a little comment at the top of your browser when you go to websites, and it says, I just want to let you know a cookie is going to be put on your browser. Have you seen that? They're doing remarketing. So what that means is they are putting a cookie, it's a little code. It's also called a pixel. I know it's getting technical. Do you guys need more coffee? There's coffee over there. You guys came in a little late. There's coffee over there if you need coffee to stay awake with this technical chat. But so you get a pixel. It gets put on their browser. So it's just a code. And then that is what tells those internet websites where you're putting up your ads, like the Weather Channel, Fox News, a mommy blog, whatever, an app on your phone. It tells those websites, hey, show this ad to these people because they went to your website. So that's how you're able to get your potential clients or those customers to come back to your website, and it's through that code. Now, if they clear their cookies, clear their browser cache, it disappears. But not many people do that unless you're a technical person. And so what works really great for the clients we've been working with is to do a 90-day retargeting strategy. And in this 90-day retargeting strategy, we call it a 10x remarketing strategy. And like I said earlier, banner blindness happens. If you showed someone the same ad over and over and over, and you only had one, they're not going to see it anymore. They're going to get annoyed, just like sometimes with Nordstrom, the shoes are everywhere, right? It's like, hey, stop following me around. There's this funny YouTube video about, have you seen it, where the shoes follow you around, and she's hiking in the, it's like, don't do this. If you want that YouTube video, reach out to me. It's really funny. But they follow you around, and you don't want that to happen. Because when someone comes to your website or someone comes to your social media, they're typically coming for one of three reasons, okay? One of three. The first reason, typically why people come, is they are looking for a specific product or service. So when they land on your website from Googling, or maybe they were referred to you, and they land on your website, they can't find that specific product or service, they're gonna leave, okay? So that's why having ads that talk about your higher paying products or services, if you have a coaching package, or if for our dental clients we do Invisalign ads, because those are higher paying than someone just coming in for teeth whitening. That is a luxury expense, teeth whitening, but it's a lot more affordable than a free clean or that type of stuff. So the first one, you want to definitely make sure that you have ads that are geared toward your products and services. Also, that helps with your branding, because you could maybe think about it. do all your friends and your family, your people on social media, can they, do they know what all you do? Is it all up on your website? I know for us it isn't. Especially this past year, we've got a lot of podcast clients that we've been doing their whole strategy. Our website talks nothing about podcasts, and we just keep getting referrals just from word of mouth. And now we're adding that, because now podcaster teachers are reaching out to us like, hey, can you take care of my clients? They don't have time to do all this technical stuff. Can you guys do it? So sometimes what you offer isn't on your website, but you definitely want to have it up there, and you definitely want to be retargeting with your products and services. So typically, if we're doing 10 ads, a 90-day campaign, 3 of those ads are going to be product or service focused, okay? The second, so that's more branding. The second reason someone comes to your website is they're looking for a good deal, right? You're looking for a good deal. Like last week, there was a concert, and I knew it was a free concert. So I go to the website, and I'm like, I know it's a free concert. Well, all that was showing was the $80 version of it. And it was like a one-day conference. I'm like, where is this? I can't find it. It was really frustrating. I got my husband. I'm like, I know it's free. I don't know what time it starts at. No one can give me the details. I can't find it on the website. We finally found it. So good. I don't know how many people probably paid the $80 when they didn't have to because it was a free concert. But when you may be having people that are looking for a good deal. And so that's where having free offers, that's where having discounted offers makes a big difference. And so you want to have that up on your website, you want to have that up on social media, and if you're doing digital display advertising, you want to have ads that focus on those discount offers to appeal to those people that are going to try you out because you're going to do something for free or discounted, and they maybe wouldn't have tried out your business or your service or whatever, or like you free shipping or something like that, unless that was being taken care of. Okay. Then the third type of person that's coming to your website or social media, they're coming because they want to see, are you a reputable company to do business with? So you talked about this a little earlier. Reviews and testimonials are so important so that people can hear the story of your customers and they can see themselves in the product. One thing that we started doing last year to have higher paying clients, and you can do this too, we just call it an offer stack. So before, when someone would come to our business as a referral or find us online, they would come to us because they wanted to get more online reviews and they wanted to be found on Google. Okay, so we would put together a review strategy and local SEO strategy. Well, my husband and I, we wanted to build up our confidence like I talked about in first point, so we didn't offer them any other services until we did a good job getting them reviews online, and which is you want to have at least 10 on each of the review sites to be trusted as a business. That's what the stats say. And then we wanted them to get onto page 1. So our confidence, we did not feel confident about sharing about all the other products and services that we offer until this past year. We started getting some clients that came to us and we switched kind of how we shared things. We shared, if you really want to get these results, we need to do these 5 services for you. And then we allowed the client to choose, do you want to do all 5 right now? Do you want to start off with 2 during the first 30, 60, 90 days? Or do everything? And a lot of them started wanting to do everything just because we gave them the opportunity to choose to do that. So I call it offer stacking. So if you don't have an offer stack or higher packages, that will make a big difference for you guys. And you can link that to your retargeting campaign because you can share your testimonials of those clients that you've done multiple services for. They bought multiple products, and you can create ads that highlight what those lists are. So when someone sees it, they'll be like, oh yeah, I need that too. Like I know you were like, oh, do you guys do websites? And I was like, well, we only do a website if you're gonna do all these other marketing services, because we don't want to be a website company. We don't want to be a branding company. If that's all you want, go somewhere else. We want to work with the whole package because that's what we've been able to see makes the biggest difference. So are you guys getting some ideas for your own business? Yes? Do you have a question?
No, I didn't. I was.
You're thinking.
Yeah.
You're like me.
About, because I think the pixel is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How do you follow someone around?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's one of the ways I've seen the like online retail and advertising space change the most is by when you visit a website, they'll have ads following you through the next, 2 weeks, Are you talking about 90 days?
Yeah, we're talking about 90 days. We've tested out over 6 months. 6 months is a little too long. Typically, someone comes to your website, they're looking to purchase something in 90 days. So having a campaign where every the beginning, we typically change the ads every 2 to 3 days, so you're seeing something. But then as it goes longer, we keep an ad running for about 5 to 7 days, depending on when that visitor visits your website. And with software and stuff, it does it for you once you set up all the parameters, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we found that 90 days is what works best in showing those 3 types of ads. Oh, I didn't tell you how many. So you do 3 for product or service ad, that's branding focused. You do 3 for discount ads, so that could be something free, discounted. And then you do 4 for reviews. And I want you guys to guess, of looking at those 3 types of ads, which one do you think performs the best to get more visitors to come back to your website?
Discount.
That's what I thought too. No. It is crazy. Every time I start a new campaign and we design it, and my designers are great, I'm like, the discount's going to do the best. This is going to do amazing. It's the review ads. It is crazy. I'm inside this mastermind group with other marketing agencies, and even with them, it is crazy. Things are changing in the online world. People are getting bombarded by free stuff all the time, and it's really cool. The reviews and having images and the reviews to read and posting those on social media and your ads or your website, those are converting so well. It is crazy. The cost per click, we were looking at our numbers last night, which when you are doing digital display, you're not paying for the cost per click. You can figure that out by looking at the numbers of how many impressions are going out and then how many people are clicking from that number, and you can figure it out. But that's not what you're paying for, but it's pretty cool. One other thing I didn't tell you guys is when it comes to remarketing, that's what I've been talking about. There's remarketing digital display ads, and then there's cold. Okay, so it's 2 different things. Cold means that you just put that ad up on a website. You can put it up on websites that you choose, or you can put it up on websites based on interests. Okay, so you can do that. When it comes to remarketing ads, the average click-through rate is typically 0.6% come back. That's really, really great. On the campaigns we've been doing, for these small businesses we work with, most of them are double than that. And I looked at some ads last night that that we're running for our personal agency, and we're at 2% click-through rate. And the average is 0.6% for retargeting. So this is something that small business owners, you guys need to be checking out, learning about, and figuring out how can you bring this as part of your marketing strategy and try it out and see how it goes. Then for cold, the average click-through rate is 0.06%. So you can see cold is a lot harder to work with. I'm sure you probably did a lot of cold, and I don't know what all the averages are for PPC stuff, because we used to do a lot of PPC with our clients. I didn't do it myself, so that's why I don't know. I leave that stuff to my husband. We split things up in our team, but I really liked the remarketing strategy and doing digital display ads. I think you guys can tell, right? I'm a little passionate about that. So what we're doing with our clients, we can get started on a remarketing package for $497 per month. That includes ads, design, that includes ad spend. That's just for the remarketing side of things, and then cold can be more. So it's a lot more affordable. Like I said earlier, typically, what was your question?
Is there a setup fee? Or can we start at $497?
Yeah, the setup fee is also $497, but what we've been doing lately, we can split it up, so you don't have to pay all at one time. But I just wanted to throw that number out there. If you are wondering, how much does this cost? I already told you kind of what other agencies are doing. Typically, you have to have an ad spend of $1,500. You have to pay $500 for management fee, and then you have to pay for the ads. And so if you guys want to learn more about that, or I don't even care if you don't even have a budget for that, I'll still meet with you one-on-one, and we'll do a training. I have PowerPoint slides and all of that. We'll kind of review a little bit what we talked about today, but go more in depth of how this can make a difference for your business. And if you want to connect with me about that, write down this website, And then it is rebelfishlocal.com/remarketing.
So REBEL?
REBEL, fish, FISH, local, LOCAL.com/remarketing. How do you spell marketing?
MARKETING.
Marketing. Remarketing. And you can just put your name, your email in there, and then we'll set up.
English major.
Oh, okay. Good thing you're in my class. You can help me out. I think I've done too much texting and social media posting. And I read my papers from college. I have 2 science degrees, and I'm like, I really wrote this. I don't know. You're young. You probably were college closer to me too. But so yeah, go there. I'll sit down with you on the computer one-on-one. We'll go through my training, and it doesn't matter if you want to work with us. If you just want to learn more, I'm totally willing to sit down with you and help educate you so that you can do more with remarketing. So we are into our last 10 minutes. So I've got one more point I wanted to share with you guys of how to get more higher paying clients. You guys having fun so far? Yeah. You guys are doing so great at listening to all this technical talk. Way to go, way to go. So the third strategy is you want to get more clients and more higher paying clients is you want to send a feedback request to your entire email list. So this goes back to what we talked about when I got some feedback on how you've been able to build up your confidence in your business through marketing, testimonials, and getting 5-star online reviews. One of my strengths, have you guys done top 5 strengths finder? Or those? One of them is called significance. Significance is about everything that I do needs to make an impact for the whole entire world. That's a lot of pressure. And I was struggling one day, and I have a friend who's a strengths finder coach, and I just was like, hey, can you, I'm having this struggle. And she's like, Liz, go read your online reviews. I was like, that's so great. What a good idea. I go read them snapped right out of my phone because I was like, I am making a difference in the world. Like, yes, this is good. So your online reviews can make you feel good, which is great to read those glowing reviews, but it makes a big difference for those people that are looking to hire you, especially if your packages are over $15,000. I don't know what ranges of packages you guys have here, what types of clients you're wanting, or for you want repeat business over and over. You want to have raving fans that are sending you referrals every single week, that you're getting online reviews every single week. So to make sure that you're getting those, has anyone ever emailed your email list asking for reviews before? Anyone? No?
Not
Yes?
the whole list, but after I
Parts of it. Why not the whole list? Were you nervous on what they would say?
No, they just come from so many different areas.
Okay. Right.
Email wouldn't really suffice.
Right. And then someone else raised their hand? You've emailed your client's list?
Yeah, it's also like choosing certain ones, so it's not like the whole list.
Okay. That's typically what our clients do too. And the reason typically why you're not emailing the whole list is because they're from different areas. They've bought different products and services. Or maybe you're scared on, were they actually really happy? And so another site you can go to is, oh man, I wish I should have wrote this down. I'll have to spell it out again. N as in Nancy, R. Anyone else do sign language? R as in Rachel, the number 4, .me, M-E, /RebelFish Local. When you go there, you'll see that's an example of a feedback page. Now, when you're emailing your entire list, it's really scary to send them directly to Yelp or Google or Facebook or your iTunes if you are doing podcasting, or your Amazon store if you're doing e-commerce stuff, or Shopify, because you don't know what they're going to say, and you hope they give you 5 stars, but not everyone will do that. No one's perfect. So by sending them to a feedback form like the one that I just sent you, and you can just check that out. And while you're there, you can also give me some feedback on this talk, and you can ask for reviews. Now, when you go to that form, if you give me a 3, 2, or 1, I'm not going to give you an option to go post that on Yelp or Google or Facebook. Heck no. Like, I don't want bad reviews online. But if you post a 4 or 5, I'm going to give you those options. And I'm going to, like, you touched a copy and paste, put it over there. That is a great way to get more online reviews. On the feedback form, if you have multiple products and services or multiple locations, if you're a local business, you can have drop downs so that the people leave reviews on the right places online. So that's what I really recommend you guys doing. If you want to get higher paying clients, you need to have more online reviews that are talking about those offer stacks, that are talking about your array of services, that are talking about the amazing results and benefits that they got from working with you and your company. And for those of you that have never left an online review, is there anyone here that's never left one before? Never, 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 never. I want you guys to practice today. So we have a couple of minutes, and you can write this down. You can do this later on. But I want you guys to give a shout out to Bob for putting on this event. So what you'll do is you're going to go to Facebook, and you're going to search, you can do this later at lunch, San Diego Toastmaster 7. There isn't like an event page or Facebook page just for this event. This is the closest thing you can do. You can give them a shout out and you can say, I loved coming here. And when you go on your phone, you know where it says like about and info, all that, you have to like scroll to the very end because most people don't put their reviews first, which you should, so people can read them. You have to scroll all the way to the side and there's going to be a review button. So I would love for you guys to give him a review of this event. 5 stars only though. Don't go there if you hate it. If you hate it, you can write it down on this piece of paper over here and no one is going to read it. But that, if you guys can take one and pass it on. This is a survey. It's time for me to wrap up, but if you guys have questions, I'll give you my card and we can connect after this event or at lunch because you guys need to get onto your next class. So thank you so much for coming here today and coming to this event. You guys have a great rest of your time.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you.